Hey guys, Chaz here from Pugliese Speed Shop. And if you watched last week's episode, you know we got some disappointing news about the old LeMans here. So I figured it's probably a good time to sit down, talk to you guys, and give you some of the advice that I probably should have followed. So here's a very heartfelt Tuesday morning tech tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. So if you guys have been around the channel for any amount of time, this guy has pretty much been a staple. We've had it in and out of the shop a few times, done all the mechanical stuff on it, and we're finally like, yo, let's make it look good. So we started tearing into it, which didn't go as planned. All right. This is my 1977 Pontiac LeMans. Yes, it's a Grand LeMans. You can tell because it's got a horn ornament and a bunch of other stuff. But I didn't want it to be, so I just say LeMans. It's part of the problem, guys. I was actually in the market for a sport coupe, but I like the little opera back window there. So that's a hard thing to find sometimes. Guess I didn't look hard enough, right? And I guys, I did everything wrong when I bought this car. Except for I did buy a car that I love. So take that for what it's worth. It could be a good thing because you love it, you'll keep working on it. Or it could mean you'll keep throwing money at it, which we know how that goes. But that's not really the problem here, to be honest with you. It's just some disappointing news, and I mean, I probably should have seen it coming. Maybe I lied to myself. I don't know. But in case you guys didn't watch last week's episode, I'll bring in the car, show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll sit down and we'll discuss the many mistakes I made on this road. All right, so just by looking at this wheel well, you should be well aware the car's got some rust problems, right? And by the way, this is the better one of the two. But I still kind of lied to myself and didn't expect to see this. Now, that one right there, I expected because I felt it as soon as I got in the car. This one, I didn't expect it to be that bad, but once you're doing a floor pan, it doesn't really matter at that point, right? Let me show you the problem. There we go. I wasn't expecting that. Now, is it a huge deal? I mean, it could be, but here's the frame underneath, right? You can't hear it, but it's solid. Oh, yeah, there's that, too. So, this here is like the bottom part right here. This is the inside layer. So, try to really get you in there. And then, see that comes right here. Here's the other layer. This is all gone here, guys. And actually, the seatbelt bolted in right there. And where's it at here? Here it goes. So that came out, guys. I pulled on the seatbelt and it came out. So luckily we didn't ever need that. That probably wouldn't have worked. So yes, it's fixable. But I wasn't expecting all this. Because it was, I mean, obviously the back seat was here, and yeah, I get it, guys. Looking at it now, you can see it come through the wheel well here. See that light? Yeah, that's it. But I guess I'm gonna keep bringing it back and forth so I can make you guys dizzy. Looking in the wheel well, yeah, we probably should have known, right? And like I said, that's the better one. And, we got some edges of doors and whatnot. That's common. I get it. But I really wasn't expecting that. This was really upsetting. And if that wasn't bad enough, I'll bring you over to the other side. We got a matched set, guys. All right, so we're over here on the passenger side. And, guys, even underneath the car, I got under it. This whole side looks solid. And clearly it's not up there. We got some pinholes coming through there. Well, there are more than 10 of them. Yep. So that one's bad too. Again, floor pad, not a huge deal. This one is actually solid. So we're good there. But, like I said, match set. So this has all gone through there. This isn't as bad over here, right? Because, well, we still got the bolt where the seatbelt goes through, and she's still pretty strong. But, yeah. Not what we want to see. And, guys, like I was saying, I told you the other side was the better one, right? Now look at this guy. Not good, right? Actually, that's better in there. But, I mean, wow. Guys, there's only one way I know how to say it. Up. It's that simple, guys. I did a bunch of stuff wrong. Number one, I fell in love with this car before I ever saw it. I'm on the marketplace, right? I'm cruising around because that's what we do. And I see this car. It's up in Jersey. The pictures were all from pretty far away because she wasn't the best looking. We've been over this whole car. We know. And it started out, I want to say it was like $5 or $6 grand. And I was like, nah, crazy, right? But I saved it because that's what I do. I think a lot of us do. And I'm watching it, right? 4,500, 4,000, 3. It's going, right? At $2,500, I hit the dude up. Now, this was like over months. Okay, I mean, like, no kidding, probably 6 months. I kind of forgot about the car, to be honest. And I signed to 2,500, right? So it's you know, a little rust, whatever. Who cares? You know, it's kind of beat up. And I talked to the guy. We messaged back and forth. Guys, I told him a story about how I was looking for this car forever. My grandfather had it. And disclaimer, by no way am I saying anything that Barry did anything wrong. Because he was solid, you know, good guy. He's been watching the channel for a while, following the car along, so probably some of the issues, he's like, yeah, I get it. But, so I tell him the story. He's like, come check it out, dude. So, of course, I try to get it lower. He's like, guy, 2,500, I'm giving it away. And I'm not arguing about that. It was a good deal. So, I said, okay, man, I'll take it. I get the trailer, we get the truck, me and Megan, we shoot up to Jersey. I get there, it's raining. Guys, don't look at cars in the rain. Don't look at cars in the dark. You know, all these things. And it was daylight, but I wasn't getting under the car. It's raining. So we look at the car. We were waiting on him a little bit. He shows up. It starts right up. We had walked around it, and it was a little rougher than I thought it was going to be, honestly. It starts up, cool. Seems to run good. Well, I think I had a dead battery first, if I remember correctly. Either way, we got to run. I drove it around the block, and I asked him, I said, man, is this floorboard shot? He's like, oh, I don't know. That means yes. Okay, guys. If you ask a question and the guy's selling, it's like, I don't know, or I'm not sure, or not that I can remember. Yes. Yes, the floorboard is trash. That's what he meant to say. And it was clear that, I don't know if he put it there, but guys, you saw, well, I had the kid put a clip or something, maybe, I don't know. This. Is this really what we did, guys? We pulled out this metal. It was like other metal, a sign of some sort. It was all shoved in there under the carpet. So somebody knew it was there, right? And it was obvious. It's like, whatever, floorboard. Now, I keep saying that. I keep saying floorboard's not a big deal, which is true if you own a car that they make them. Now, they do repop some stuff for this car. I found the quarter panels and I found the front floorboards. That's all I've been able to find. No, I take that back. I'm thinking like the braces for the center and stuff. Which structurally, guys, the car's legit. You know, you can see the frame in there is all solid. I've been under it. The frame is good. All it's just the floorboard, which I knew. So now we're looking at that. And guys, real talk. We ordered in March. I ordered a floorboard and a trunk pan for that Bel Air. The floorboard was here in like a couple weeks. The trunk pan just showed up like 2 weeks ago. So this back order stuff, and that's for the 64 Bel Air. Everybody's building, guys. It's popular. You can build that whole car of a catalog, and it took what, like 6 months to get here. So I don't know. You know, we'll order it and hope for the best. Who knows when they're going to come in? So that's a problem, right? But that's a problem for another time. So we, I hate to say that, but if I would have waited, I could have got a better car, you know? There was another one, a 77 LeMans, with the right interior, because this Grand LeMans doesn't have the interior I wanted. So it had the right interior, which was also the right color. So like, another thing, guys, I was buying a car. Here's another big, huge problem. Sight unseen, based on emotion. No, don't do that. I'm thinking back to my 12-year-old self when my mom had this car after my grandfather had it. No, not this car, but you know. And I'm trying to remember everything. And I remember a lot about it, and especially after I got in the car, I was like, boom, it all come back, right? And that was awesome. But I thought the whole interior was white. So when I saw this, I was like, sweet. It wasn't. When I went back and looked at the picture, I started thinking, I was like, man, I don't know. It just didn't look right. Now, I know the dash being black in this car was weird. So this thing was originally red, but it had the black dash. That's when you could order cars in weird colors, and you ended up some really rare stuff sometimes. You just, I want this color, that, this, and then what happens is you got like one-offs, right? Not a huge deal, guys. But the door panels were different, and so everything, not just color-wise, but also the design. And I saw some pictures, I was like, man, okay. So it wasn't the car. Now, the other one was. The other one had the right interior. The only difference was it had black seats. I would have just had to swap them to white. We would have been done. The other one was a 50,000-mile rust-free car for like $4,000. And I think about that car a lot because I try to teach myself, right, that I got impatient and I was looking forever. That guy's like, 30 years. 30 years I wanted that car. Now, granted, I was trying to buy a car at 12 years old. No. Well, maybe. No. But, yeah, so I definitely could have done all this stuff better, right? So, buying something on emotion, buying sight unseen, going there in the rain. That's probably not the best way to do things. And guys, you saw the quarter panels, you saw the doors. I felt the floor. I knew it was rusty. Now, am I making a big deal about nothing? Yeah, I'm going to fix the car, right? But am I going to do it the way you guys want me to? I don't know. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do some shady shit, guys, in hopes of getting some better stuff later on. But we started this project. We've started and stopped this project so many times. I'm not doing it again. So I'm going to push through with some hackery that I'm going to like doing. I'm not going to lie about that. And when I get the right stuff, we'll do it the right way. Because like I said before, this car's not going nowhere. Especially now that I'm about to throw a bunch more work into it. But if you learn nothing else, guys, don't buy cars, based on emotion. Don't buy stuff sight unseen. Don't go to pick it up in the rain. Don't tell the guy that you're going to buy it from this emotional sob story about how your grandfather left you the car and it was wrecked before you could get it and stuff. you lose all your bargaining chips. There's nothing else. So, just things that disappointed me, and I wanted to kind of share with you. And honestly, guys, talking through all this stuff, I realized I'm kind of just being a bitch about it, and I should just shut up and do it. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks for watching, guys.